wanted to make a YouTube video about anxiety disorder, worst illness, in my opinion, on Earth, excluding actual physical illnesses that cause premature death upon humans. So I was digging really, really, really deep into this whole thing, the whole thing about anxiety disorder. And I have to tell you guys, at this point, I am fully convinced that anxiety is one of the worst mental disorders known to man on a consistent basis. It is literally the worst illness. Hands down, don't care what anybody says. The mental illness of anxiety attacks, panic attack disorder, PTSD, I don't think there's anything worse out there except for schizophrenia and maybe multiple personality disorders in certain people. I genuinely believe that people like me and millions of people around the world, possibly in the 100 million people around this planet that suffer from undue anxiety that's not relieved by therapy, not relieved by anything, not even benzodiazepines, narcotics, phenobarbital, gabapentin, antidepressant medications. Like, there are some people out there that cannot take what the anxiety is doing to them. They cannot take it. Like, they physically, straight out, cannot take the physical anxiety. It's so bad. It's so physiological in nature. It is the most terrifying illness to have because it doesn't affect you for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. I have been suffering from this disorder for over 20 years now. It has caused me physiological medical emergencies, not due to blood pressure, not due to cholesterol. It has caused me undue poor quality of life, a literal poor quality of life. It is so extreme for certain people. It's physiological in nature, but mental in nature, supposedly. The amount of misfiring that our brains do is not normal. The amount of anxiety that people deal with every day, that people like me and the millions of people out there, it's a physiological problem. It's hard to understand how it feels physiologically. It's like when you get a fever and you feel that fatigue. Okay, now minus the fever part, but minus the fatigue about 45 to 50%. Imagine that every single day for years. Imagine you walk into a grocery store. You're minding your own business. You're going through the aisles, not doing nothing. Suddenly, you get short of breath. Feelings. Imagine you're driving a motor vehicle like this. Suddenly, you start getting shortness of breath. You feel your heart racing like you've just drank maybe 200 milligrams of caffeine. You took 3 shots. You took 3 shots of Red Bull at once. And now the heart racing is what happens when you're doing nothing. Literally. When you are doing nothing. Literally nothing at all. And then all of a sudden, it just hits out of the blue. Your heart's racing. You feel short of breath. And nothing stops it. At that moment in time, during the attack, whether it be a couple minutes or whether it be a few hours. And the few hour attacks suck because your heart's going for an extended period of time. It's undue stress. Man, these roads have gotten real bad over the last few months. like I said, you know, people with anxiety disorders, man, I mean, it's terrible. I don't know what else to say. It's just fucking shit. Terrible illness. It's a terrible medical condition. It happens every day. It literally feels like you're dying without the dying. And the scariest part, you know what the scariest part is? The scariest part is it lasts for years. It doesn't just stop, especially people with anxiety disorder. It doesn't just stop. It continues. And it continues. And it continues. And it gets worse and worse and worse. And then guess what? You're stuck with an anxiety disorder for your whole life. Yep, it's not temporary to some people. It's permanent. Yep. It happens for the rest of your life in some people, not everybody. So imagine you got this disorder that causes your heart rate to spike, your blood pressure to spike, but here's the worst part. It continues for years. Years and years and years, and it never stops. And now what? You're suffering every day. Maybe you have a panic attack maybe once a month, once every few months. You're on an airplane and you have a panic attack. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? You get a panic attack every day. Just a terrible illness. It's just a terrible illness. I don't know what else to tell you guys. But it is a terrible illness. And, you know, getting out in the sun, it helps. But it doesn't stop the illness. Yeah, grocery stores for no reason are literally the worst. I don't understand if it's the bright lights, if it's the environment. Oh, and then what makes anxiety worse, right? What makes anxiety worse is it's not just the environmental or you having a panic attack. But now the country that you've lived in your whole life is going down over the last 10 to 15 years. Politicians are greedy. So then you have to suffer money-wise just to live. Which, guess what? If you don't have financial security, it makes anxiety worse for certain people. They tell you to hustle. How can you hustle when all 50 states are kind of hard living? It's just like torture. I know I'm in a first world country, but not for long. I say by 2040, 2045, it's going to be a lot rougher to live in this country. I mean, even if you are a native-born citizen, in general, the politicians have made it impossible. The big banks, etc. They made it. They don't want you living good. Not no more. That one job salary to support a whole family, those days are gone. I mean, we're talking decades. You know, somebody could have a job at a McDonald's and have a house and family and kids and wife. Not a problem. Oh no. Not a problem. You could have a wonderful wife, a wonderful children, and still be able to afford to fix the house, maintain the house, pay all your bills, electricity, water, cable, etc., you name it. Whatever you had back in the 70s and 80s, early 90s, mid 90s. And then look what happened. Politicians got so damn greedy, they ruined it for all of us. Our futures are done. I mean, unless you're making more than $200,000 a year, don't even think about living in America. Normally. No. No, I'm not in Long Island. I don't even go to New York anymore. It's too expensive. The tolls are like $25 just to go through the bridges now, and then they got the congestion tax. So I'm not going through there. No, I won't even go to New York because of the congestion tax. I'm not even going to that city because of that. I have not gone there once since they implemented that stupid ass congestion tax. I'm not playing that game where you need to be taxing people of New York City. I'm not going there no more because of the congestion tax. I was already bad enough paying the toll fee for the Holland and Lincoln Tunnel, but you're not going to catch me paying no goddamn fucking fee just to drive around New York City. Nope. I am protesting that one. I've been protesting it since the day it began. That's why I went to New York City right before it began. I don't believe in it. It's a communistic thing. I don't like it. I don't believe in it. Smart city, my ass. New York City's already smart as is. It already has the latest technology. Has a beautiful Fifth Avenue, and yet they want to tax people just to go through the city. No, they want to force you to take subways that flood with a little bit of rain. I'm good on that. It's humid. It's hot down there. I'm not dealing with all that bullshit. They shouldn't be charging people an arm and a leg for subways that are like 100 degrees. Nope, I'm good. Nobody should be charged $100 just to go into a subway system that's over 100 Fahrenheit. And then the worst part is they don't even put air conditioning to actually cool down the subway tracks. It makes no sense at all how New York City has all this technology and can't even keep a subway nice and cool for the people on the tracks. Like, I don't understand it. Most other countries don't have this problem. I don't get it. And I'm not even from New York. I'm from Texas. And I see the stupidityness. But I'm not going to deal with this shit. Anxiety is a bitch. I'm going to say it out loud. Anxiety is one of the worst diseases, mental disorder that you could possibly have. And it's final. Horrible, horrible illness. Absolutely atrocious. No reason that we should be suffering, but the problem is society. Society, our own body, what we put in our body is unhealthy, right? In America, they have all these preservatives and this nasty shit in the food. So almost everything that we eat is filled with this unnatural byproducts. It's unnatural. Other countries don't do this, by the way. Canada doesn't put that many biotics, right? So all these other countries, they don't put all these unnecessary antibiotics and weird shit in the food. But because America is so big, they have to. Or we'll all get sick and die. Literally. So they have to put sodium nitrates. They have to put all these salts and stuff, which raises our blood pressure, causes stroke and heart attacks, because the food has to be made, but then it has to be shipped thousands of miles or more. Then it might be stored in a warehouse that's uncooled. Then the worst part of it is, it's not only stored at a warehouse, but then it has to branch out to all these small towns, cities, big cities. So most of it's processed and most of it's salted very deeply, so you don't get sick as much. But the side effect is obesity. It's not even about exercising. I eat 1 meal a day or less. Okay, I eat 1 meal a day, and I'm still fat. No joke. I eat 1 meal a day, and I'm fat. I don't even eat 1,500 calories a day. I don't eat 1,500 calories a day. I eat like 1,300 calories a day, and yet I cannot lose a damn pound. It's because of fillers in the food. And I'm telling you the truth. Like I'm 15 to 2,000 calories maximum. Maybe 1,500 calories. That's not even, a bowl of spaghetti noodles. It's like a little bit more than a spaghetti noodles. Maybe a double cheeseburger from McDonald's once in a while. And even though that's like 400 calories, 500 calories. But then you also have to include the sodium nitrates, the preservatives in the meat. It's never natural food. It's never healthy. Look at Lunchables. Look at all the food for sandwiches. The turkey slices. All of that is not natural. They put all these other chemicals in it to make sure you don't get sick. But because they put all that salt, raises your blood pressure, makes you dehydrated, and it just makes you sick over time. So you may not get sick immediately, but over time you get sick. And that's how it is. So imagine all these unnatural chemicals going into the bodies of everybody in America, and people, no wonder they feel sick all the time. Just in general, I mean, we're talking since the 90s or 80s. It's because they put abnormal chemicals in our food. Now, if we were living in a country like Finland, where the country is very small, they can get you fresh farm food, but not now. We can't get fresh farm food anymore because most farmland is in the central United States. It has to be shipped 1,000 miles or more, or flown in some cases. Then it has to be shoved all the way to Maine, shoved all the way to California, Oregon, Washington. So by the time it gets there, the food might be edible, but it may not be safe, especially because they keep throwing pesticides on the food. That cannot be healthy for human consumption. It really can't be. But they throw pesticides on the food to prevent certain diseases, but in turn, we get sick from the poison. So it's like, pick your poison. Do you want stuff with pesticides in it, which can't be healthy? Or do you want a turkey sandwich which has sodium nitrate in it? What do you want? I mean, if we were in a very small country like Lithuania or, I don't know, Switzerland, you're going to get fresh food all the time because the farms are right there, and you're going to get food immediately. But when you have a country that's almost 3,000 miles each way, left to right, west to east, and almost 1,400 miles north to south in some places, where do you get your fresh food? Only in Texas and some other states within a farmland states like maybe Illinois, Indiana, you might be able to find some fresh food. Like fresh potatoes, celery, and stuff like that. But, in New York City and the Northeast, you're not going to find too many areas with the freshest food coming from farmland in Pennsylvania or something. You're just not going to find that. So a lot of people eat unhealthy food. Well, what's up there? Some situation? Yeah, some situation. Oh God, I'm doing the lean. Whoa! So like I said, anxiety is one of the worst disorders, man. And it's made worse by the food we eat in America. That's why benzodiazepines are so prescribed in America. The stress of everyday life, the stress of going to work, coming home, getting in traffic, honking, it pisses people off, right? Because you're constantly, you see what I'm saying? Like, you're constantly honking, the stress of the honking, of the fighting, the people road raging, Republicans versus the Democrats. Another thing that is so out of control that it seems ridiculous at this point. They call Trump a fascist. Trump calls them a bunch of a-holes. And it's just been fighting Like, I don't know what, you know what I can't, you know what I don't understand? And this is the one thing that drives me the most insane. How the fuck did Trump go from The Apprentice to being one of the most hated men on earth in less than 1 year? How do you become Home Alone with Trump on it to the most hated man in 1 year in 2016? All because he wanted to run for president. He hadn't even said everything that pissed off the Democratic Party. He just ran. And it's been nonstop hatred, visceral hatred towards Donald John Trump. And there's been nonstop hatred towards Kamala Harris, or Kamala Harris, or Kamala. I don't know how to say her name. And the hatred towards Biden, Robert Biden Jr., and then the hatred towards President Barack Hussein Obama and Donald John Trump from the right to Barack Obama. What the hell did Trump do? I'm sorry, I'm trying to think about this, and I'm thinking about it. I'm looking at the old news stories. I'm like, what did Trump do? All he did was run for president. Suddenly, they went batshit insane. I mean, it took less than, what, a few months? And then suddenly, the hatred of this one dude, this one guy, this one dude, spiraled for, I mean, we're talking 10 years now. And it divided the country. It has really divided our country. And now our country's fucking falling apart. Obviously, the stress from that, the anxiety attacks, the stress. You know, it doesn't help people like me. It doesn't help people like you. It doesn't help you whether you're working, whether you're at home, whether you're on disability. I mean, the infighting from both the Republicans and the Democrats has got to be studied. There has to be a study for the visceral hatred that the Republican and Democratic Party do. There needs to be an actual study of the hatefulness of each party. Because if you try to talk to a progressive Democrat, they will shut you down and you cannot have a conversation with them. Hello? Hey, good morning. I'm on YouTube live stream. Bye. Love you. Bye. So, like I said, the amount of visceral hatred that the Democrats showed towards Republicans. You got a Trump flag, you're a Nazi. You're a fascist. I mean, where in the hell did we go wrong as a society? I mean, genuinely speaking, I just want to fucking know. I mean, Trump was not even president for more than, 24 to 48 hours? And the hate, the absolute hate, came in out of nowhere. And it destroyed our country. I mean, it needs to be studied. It needs to be studied. And like I said, like, it's about us. It's not even about the president. It's not even about the former president. It's about us, Americans. We're getting fucking shit handled every day. Oh, you know, and the craziest part is, we got the shaft. We got shafted. I mean, they passed these nasty ass laws and hurt the American people every fucking day. Statewide, citywide, federal-wide. I mean, they always hurting us. Always. Always hurting us. We're the ones that always get shafted. We're always the ones that get fucked over. It's always us. The regular American people of this country. The Democrats get fucked over. The Republicans get fucked over. The Democrats that control the House and the Senate in their states, they pass bills to raise taxes and hurt people. Republicans pass bills that are very anti, I don't know, they're just like anti, what the fuck's the word I'm looking for? I mean, they try lowering taxes a little bit, but then here's the thing. Republicans allow monopolies of electric companies and gas companies, like in Texas, for example. If you go outside of the central part of Texas, out of CPS energy zones, they literally will overcharge you for electricity in Dallas, Fort Worth, and Waco, and Houston. I haven't seen that in San Antonio, but I definitely seen it in other parts like San Angelo. They have a monopoly going on there, and they overcharge for electricity. In Democratic states, it's taxes, property taxes. Look at New York and New Jersey. Look at California. Democrats, they pay the highest taxes in the country. Hey, I give the Democrats props. They pay more in taxes than Republicans in some cases. I will give them that. And I'm not going to lie about that. Damn Democrats be paying like 50% of their salary just to taxes. And I'm not joking either if you think I am. The poor Democrats over here are paying fucking half their salary just to live. They're paying $4,000 for a 2-bedroom in California. That's ridiculous. Ain't nobody should be paying that much. Nobody. They say tax the rich. No. No, not tax the rich. Tax the politicians. Fuck tax the rich. Tax the politicians. And god dang it, and I agree with both the Republicans and Democrats on this one. A fucking 5-year term limit. 5-year term limit for congressional members of the House and the Senate. The monopoly of gaining millions of dollars while you're a congressman is not normal. They should be making about $200,000 a year helping the American people in their district. Not fucking racking in $200 million, $100 million off the taxes of the American people. I don't understand that. I really don't. And then people like me get shafted with anxiety because I don't know if New Jersey or New York is going to pass these absurd laws like congestion pricing. What the fuck is that? Don't they already pay $20 just to go into New York City almost? Is that not good enough for the thousands of cars that come under the tunnels each day? Get away from me, 18-wheeler. I don't trust your tires. I don't trust 18-wheelers, bro. By the way, guys, if you're watching this, I don't know if you are, stay the fuck away from 18-wheelers. Do not get near their tires. As fast as possible, get the hell away from 18-wheelers. If their tire pops, they're going to slam right into you, and you're going to get flown into a wall at 80 miles an hour or 70 miles an hour. And it's going to hurt. Try to stay the hell away from 18-wheelers when you're on the freeway. Don't be riding their tires. Just stay away from them. Because if they have a blowout, you're done. You're done. You're dead. Not done. Dead. Anyways, guys, I'm going to end this video. I'm just trying to have a good Sunday here. I've had a lot of bad things happen to me over the last couple months. I hope you keep supporting my channel, even though it's not doing good. It hasn't done good in years. I am still here, putting my opinion out. And I would hope to fudging God that eventually we can get back together and stop this fucking infighting from Democrats and Republicans. I hope. I can't say it's going to happen, but I can say I hope. Where the hell am I? What state is this? New York? Where the hell am I going? Oh, I'm almost to New York State. Oh, well. Alright, guys, like I said, I love you guys. Man, if we don't get along with each other, we're gonna have our country fall apart. I know what Trump is doing seems like an asshole move in some cases with the immigrant thing. But man, we're not gonna have a country very long. This shit keeps up. We're fighting each other. Remember this, guys. I know that you guys don't understand. Remember this. Division creates when a country is divided, Democrats, Republicans, when they're divided, the two-party system, when they're not together, or even independents, whatever, right? When the country is so divided, like it is now, they'll call you a Nazi, they call you a fascist, and Republican parties will call you communist. What happens is the country starts to fall apart from within, and I think, in my opinion, this is my opinion, YouTube.com, I think there is an outside source fanning that visceral hatred towards each other's parties. I genuinely want to believe that. It's not just that the Democrats have gone quote-unquote unhinged, or that the Republicans have gone quote-unquote unhinged. I think there is an outside party that is literally messing with us and dividing the country within. Because to take over the most powerful country in the world, you got to do it within of the country. You can't just shoot missiles at the United States of America and think, oh, this is the way to take it over. No. You got to do it from within. Got to do it from within. And how do you do it? You change your speech, your tone. That's how you take over a country. It's in the playbook. Look it up. For communism. How it starts. Now, if you think I'm over-exaggerating, that's fine. But look it up. It starts with dividing the parties. Then they want you to go to socialism. And then from a nasty socialism, it'll turn into a communism. It's happened in Venezuela. It happened in El Salvador. It happened in a lot of South American countries. It happened. Look what happened with Germany. Fucking that motherfucker. Nasty motherfucker, by the way. So, when you divide two parties of America, the main parties of the country, you get people who are vigilantes. And unfortunately, those vigilantes are violent. And I'm talking about both the left and the right, not just the left or the right. And the country becomes divided. And it's divided. I remember back in the 90s when Bill Clinton was in office. I remember the Democratic Party and the Republican. I remember seeing signs for, I think it was George W. Bush Jr. And I think I saw President Bill Clinton or somebody else. And there were two houses. One was Democrat, one was Republican. But I never saw them attack each other or call each other names. They were like, hey, Bill's going to win. Oh, no. Bush is going to win. I remember that. And they would fight each other and say, nah, Bill's going to win. He's got it. All right, he's a ladies' man. He's going to get the win this time. No. Now it's, you got a Trump sign in your yard and you're a damn fascist. Oh, you got a Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris. Oh, you're a communist. Bro. Like, we're so divided. At this point, it's atrocious. Like, this country is dead on its doorstep in division wise. We're dead as a country. I mean, you have a Trump 2028, 2026, 2024, right? You have that. I dare you. You have that. In a Democratic state like California, your shit's gonna get fucking scratched, or it might set your house on fire. Now, vice versa. Go to the most Republican state in America, like Oklahoma. Put up a Kamala Harris 2028. See if somebody don't fuck with you. Because they're gonna fuck with you. Probably key your shit, mainly. I don't know if they'll set your house on fire, but they'll definitely key your shit. And that's how it is now. It's violence with violence. There's no talking. It's just pure, unadulterated violence now. That's not how America should be. The politicians, they're nasty ass people, man. I'm sorry, guys. The politicians have done America so dirty. It's atrocious. It should be illegal what they've done. Well, anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching. This has been the Planet Earth. Have yourself a good day, okay?